Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome in on this Tuesday, December the 6th, 2022, 12:38 Eastern Standard Time. Luke Mastervick here, voiceover artist and talent, a.k.a. Voice for the Master. I hope you are doing well on this, at least here in Newnan, Georgia. It's overcast. I think they're projecting more rain. We received a substantial amount yesterday, but either way, I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today, I want to talk about a component or an aspect of your written proposal in submitting to prospective clients. So what I want to talk about today, and I open the floor here, and you wish to comment, please do so. I entertain various opinions and feedback on this, and look at things from a different vantage point and willingness to do so. And that is, I believe that when you're submitting a proposal, a written proposal, that something in there should say something to the effect of what I say. And I'm saying this pretty much basically in the words that I put this in my proposal, towards the end of my proposal. And it's something like this. I welcome any measure of feedback regarding my proposal, even if you decide to hire someone else. Now, some might say, don't do that, Luke. That displays a lack of confidence. And although I can understand that, I don't think it does display that. Because as a matter of fact, in my proposal, my written proposal, I say something along the lines of, I am confident that I will deliver exceptional voice skills for your blank project, for your animation project, for your online ad project, etc., etc. And so I don't believe that it displays a lack of confidence. What I think it does display is your willingness to learn, to be teachable, and to grow and hone in more in your craft and perfecting your craft and being better at what it is that you do. And that you're wanting to produce the most quality product, that product being your voice, for prospective clients, including the one that you're currently submitting the proposal to. That's the message that I believe that it sends loud and clear, is your willingness to learn, to improve, to be all that you can be for your voice and your voiceover business to produce a quality product for future customers. That's the message that it sends. So that's my 2 cents. I welcome any measure of feedback or different opinions on that. But, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a voiceover coach right now. Not because I don't think I need one, but because I'm frugal. My dad used to say, son, I'm not being cheap. I'm frugal. And that's what I am in a lot of ways. But you have to understand, in the voiceover business and where I am at this stage so far, I have not made one penny doing this. And I thought about whether I was going to touch on this or not, and I think I will. I think this is a good segue for me to talk about this right now, especially for those who are new to the voiceover acting community or industry. Whether you've been doing this for, like me, for a little over a couple of months, or if you've been doing this for even shorter or even longer than that. But Bill DeWee said something, and I'm paraphrasing, but something to this effect, that it could be 100 demos that you submit. It could be hundreds of demos that you submit. It could even be 1,000 demos that you could submit and auditions before you get your first true, real gig or job. And it may not even because that your sound is bad. It may not be because of your quality of voice and the way you're enunciating or anything, the way that you are utilizing your mouthpiece. It may not even have anything to do with that. But there is that possibility that at least some of the jobs that you're submitting to, that maybe it is. And although there is value in having a voiceover coach, at the very least, there's 2 things that you need to be doing. At least 2 things. Again, I do see value in a voiceover coach, but at this stage, I'm not making any money, and that's normal, and that's typical as a new voiceover artist. Don't expect that necessarily right away that you're going to get your first gig within the first week or the first 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe you will, but maybe you won't. But at least these 2 things, okay? And that is, educating yourself as much as you can, whether it's reading, blogs or, writings, articles about not only the actual and watching YouTube videos, etc., about how to utilize your mouthpiece and enunciation and, using your instrument for your voiceover business, but also in the marketing aspect and the different components, the technological side, all the various components that make up your voiceover business or my voiceover business. And trust me, I have a lot to learn. I'm looking at content all the time, and some of this stuff comes naturally to some of us, and some of us not so much, at least in certain aspects or components. And that's okay. But you continue to push forward and strive to be the best that you can. And so, whether it's, again, the technological side, the marketing side, what have you. So, but at least be reading articles, watching YouTube videos, etc., to be the best that you can be. And I think part of that equation is putting in your proposal somehow, some way, that, look, even if I don't get this job, even if you don't hire me, I value and welcome any measure of feedback. I don't think that's to your hurt or to your detriment for your voiceover business. I think it's actually to your benefit. So, because there may be something in there that maybe you don't realize that somebody else hears and says, you know what? It has nothing to do with you. They may say that you're doing a great job. We just found somebody else. Or they might say, you know what? We noticed that you talk too fast, which, by the way, Bill DeWeese, and I'm sure among many other voiceover artists, talents, and voiceover coaches, will say that oftentimes voiceover artists, especially when they're first starting, have a tendency of talking too fast and not slowing down. They need to slow down. So, it's to your benefit, not to your hurt. And who knows? Even if you don't get the job for that particular job, they might say, you know what? That guy's got a teachable attitude, a teachable spirit. That guy really wants to be the best that he can be. And you know what? We may not use him for this project, but we'd like to use him in the future. Luke Mastrovic here. Hope you have found this beneficial to you and your voiceover business in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And I invite you to comment, to subscribe, to hit that little notification bell to let you know of new content, and share. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.